So just because it's not perfect doesn't mean it can't be pursued, because potential unrealized is nothing more than wasted talent.
And welcome to episode 1 of the Ask Bo Parrish show. Side by side with Bo Parrish, I'm Dave Erickson. Bo, I am very excited. This first question is exactly what you've been touting with your new book. And the question is, how can I deal with perfectionism and feeling like someone else out there can do it better than I can?
Well, Dave, so thank you for kicking us off. As we very know, questions are the windows to our soul. So when it comes to perfectionism, the concept in and of itself is impossible. Yet the most ironic, inconvenient truth about life is that we think that we are the exception to the rule. In other words, Dave, I know you're not perfect. I know you never will be. And I know the rest of the human race, so too, is imperfect. So that's the trajectory, but for some reason, Bo Parrish, I'm the exception. I can be perfect. The rules don't apply to me, so you're not perfect. And although we're both human beings, for some reason, I think that I might be perfect. And unfortunately, I chase this concept of perfection to the point of a near-death experience where my physical body shut down on me because I had this picture of a perfect body image in my mind. And due to a digestive illness, I had life-saving surgery that was required of me, which involved a significant modification to the point where I now have an external appliance in my midsection that serves the purpose of my ruptured colon. So for me, I have a daily reminder of my imperfection. And what appeared to be the end of my life in the moment has proved to be only the beginning of my life. Had I known life could be so good on the other side of surgery roughly 10 years ago, not only would I have resisted to the point of a near-death situation, but I would have volunteered for it. I would have walked willingly into the operating room and said, sign me up. Because on the other side of surgery, I had gone on to discover my passion. I've met and married the wife of my dreams, had 2 twin boys, have written my first book, speaking now for a living. All of these things, they just wouldn't have been possible if I would have continued to pursue that perfection. So the first step I would actually offer as a sign of encouragement in this quest of what we are truly created for, that being our purpose, is that we have to die to the possibility of perfection, because it is never going to happen. And the more we push for it, the more we chase it, the more likely we set ourselves up for frustration, for failure, for disappointment.
So yielding to the fact that perfection is not possible.
Absolutely. We have to come to that realization. And I love how you use the word yield, because words like yield, surrender, in our me-first society, they tend to carry a negative connotation, whereas at the root, surrender is simply trading the immediate or the urgent for what's more important. And what's more important is that no matter how long it takes, that each one of us find and live out our purpose, because in doing so, we become of more valuable service to those in our immediate surroundings. And the more people we can help get exactly what it is that they were created for, the more satisfaction that we are going to obtain as human beings living out our purpose.
The second half of this question is, how can I deal with feeling like someone else out there can do it better than I can? Inferiority complex.
Well, so an inferiority complex is a direct result of this perfectionistic mindset, because we tend to paralyze ourselves when we think that our efforts are going to be less than perfect. Classic case. If I can't do it perfect, I'm not going to do it at all. Well, I love to ride my bike competitively. I know that I will never be as fast as Lance Armstrong. I am not a professional cyclist. I never will be a professional cyclist. But does that mean I have to retire my bike, put it in the garage, and never ride it again? Heck no. There is a ton of meaning and significance that I can get out of competing as one of 3 disciplines in the sport of triathlon on my bike. So just because it's not perfect doesn't mean it can't be pursued, because potential unrealized is nothing more than wasted talent.
Bo, thank you very much. This is episode 1 of the Ask Bo Parrish show. If you have a question for Bo, please use that hashtag on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. We will find it and feature it on our next episode of the program. Bo, thanks very much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Dave.